Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into this topic. So y'all know that the Lakers got swept. Everybody's talked about it. They spoke a lot about it yesterday on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, and all of these various shows. We spoke about it. But one of the channels that I think some people were looking to hear from was Gil's Arena itself, right? So they were doing a live show, and I didn't get a chance to watch the live show. So I just waited for the clips to come out. And then they ultimately posted the individual video of them talking about being swept. And of course, they have Rashad McCants on the thumbnail, right? So as you guys know, Rashad is like the only guy on the panel, one of the only guys on the panel that tries to give a different opinion on LeBron, right? Kenyon Martin just kind of stays neutral. But Gilbert Arenas twerks it up for LeBron. Nick Young is a heavy twerker, and Brandon Jennings from time to time twerks. And of course, the moderator himself, he's a huge LeBron James fan. So I think a lot of people were kind of curious to see what Rashad McCants was going to say. And if you know anything about Rashad, man, he knows how to get on people's nerves on the show. Like, he really does, right? And in this particular segment, man, it was no different. And he let his feelings be known. All right, perfect. So what we want to do is I'm going to play what Rashad McCants had to say here about the Lakers being swept and LeBron's performance in the second round. And I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
I brought flowers for the king, but I'm going to share that later. I think it's funny, man. There's a lot of praise for the Lakers getting swept. It's interesting. You can praise them for...
Somebody said the hardest sweep in NBA history. That's just what the internet is saying.
It's kind of weird to me, man.
The least amount of games possible.
I would expect more criticism from a storied franchise that has essentially competed all season to be in a position. You know, Swag did say they didn't expect them to be in the second round. I think we all expected them to be in the second round. I think we all expected them to do what Laker fans thought they would do, go to the conference finals and try to compete for a championship.
So with no AR and no Luka, you thought Houston was going to lose to Luka, Nord, and LeBron?
Can I finish?
My bad, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't think we all expected it.
So, like, the expectation is always going to be there. I mean, we heard that Luka was going to go overseas and get the treatment, you know? So he should have. I guess the treatment doesn't work, so we're not going back over there no more. AR coming back should have been a little boost. I guess this is the last game where he got his shit together, and it still wasn't enough. JJ Redick doing a great job. I wish getting swept reflected that, doing a great job. I believe wholeheartedly he did not adjust. He did not have his team prepared for this team. A team that's made him look pretty crazy over the last two encounters. So I had a bigger expectation for them to compete at a higher level. They were outmatched, outgunned from an energy standpoint. They didn't show up with the energy. DeAndre Ayton completely got outmatched. I believe certain players on the Laker team got outplayed by the other role players that showed up for OKC to do what they do all year. Just play hard. Play hard, play smart, play together. The other team will fold at some point. And when you look at the whole series, the whole 4 games, there are, I think, 2 games where they could have won. They just made mistakes. I think you look at 19 turnovers to 11, 22 points off turnovers and second chance points and stuff like that. These are small things that change the dynamic. You didn't get beat by the 3. You didn't get beat by free throws. You got beat by just not executing and not playing real basketball. And at the end of the day, that's what happens when you get swept. And again, I'm going to hold the leader accountable. He said in his press conference that being a third option, he's never done it before and is not good at thriving at it, in which he thinks he did thrive at it, and then moving back to his original position, number 1. Feel like you can go back to thriving at the number 1. And I think in the last 8 years, we've seen the number 1 not get it done when it counts. And this needed to be something that just saved the savior for the Lakers fan not get swept. Let's just not get swept. Let's win one game. And I think to do that on your home floor is bad for business, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and hold hands. It looked nasty. I wanted them to compete to win at least one game, but getting swept is what it is. So.
Yeah, that's easy to say when the team is better than you.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Okay.
When the team is better than you,
He said the number. He said he hasn't done nothing in 8 years, right?
Yeah.
As a number. All right. They did win a championship. Right?
I thought they did. I was thinking.
What championship?
yeah, but it's when the team better than you.
What championship?
Good luck. That's all.
I think we were able to surmise
I have been there. Trust me. Hey,
with or without Luka.
show up your best. You can show up your best person, right? The best team that you have to put on the floor can show up. And when the team better than you, they just better than you. And yeah.
He said the last 8 years, the number one player on the team ain't done nothing. They won a championship in the boat.
Yeah, but the coronavirus is the number one option then. It wasn't.
The Rona as it's known.
All I know is that LeBron he won Finals MVP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 years.
2 championships during his time with the Lakers.
Yeah, man, that man did what he had.
2023 inaugural
age he
NBA Cup
is.
championship, which counts.
Yeah,
Banner.
call a spade a spade. That man did what he had to do, man.
Man.
At 41, under them circumstances, playing against that team.
So you heard what Rashad had to say. He's essentially talking about LeBron's leadership and lack thereof and this and this and that, right? And I think we need more opinions like what Rashad is saying, because a lot of people have been trying to cover for LeBron. And I think at a certain point it gets too much. But from a macro standpoint, I just think it's time for this guy to be done with the. I think they should part ways. And prior to even shooting this show, now a lot of the dirty laundry is beginning to come out now that the Lakers have lost this series. And we may do a live about it tomorrow. We may do a show about it tomorrow. We have so much content today. Obviously, depends on the order in which you're watching today's shows. But I just think it's a wrap for this thing, man. I think it's a wrap. And one of the criticisms that I have for LeBron in this series was I felt he did a poor job leading these guys in terms of getting them emotionally stabilized, man. It was just like, I mean, they're complaining to the referees, from LeBron, from the coach, from Austin Reeves. It's like, where's the leadership on this team, man? Who's going to rein these guys in emotionally? I mean, it was just crazy. The Lakers spent so much time complaining about the refs, which I think was a deflection, because in subsequent games, the Lakers had the free throw advantage and they still lost, right? So it wasn't a good series for all parties involved. And, you know, and look, I appreciate Rashad McCants giving his own 2 cents on the matter. I mean, if everybody else can give their opinion on how they felt the series went, then he should be able to do so too. And I think that having Rashad on that show is a good thing because it gives that show balance, man. You don't want a situation where you have a panel and it's just a whole bunch of twerking it up that goes down the line. Man, it's too much. You need a balance on that show, and I think that's what he gives the show. These are my thoughts on it. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you on the next show. I'm out.